Hello, yes, before I get into this, I am Crafty Andy. Welcome to Rotten Egg Creations. Yeah, whatever, it's not gonna die. It's never gonna die. No one else owns that name besides me. Or do they? Or do they? Anyways, so let's see. I went to one of my old channels that's archived because the demonetization got removed from it years ago. Funny enough, I can actually revive this channel if I wanted to. Not really sure I'd want to do that. I mean, maybe. It's funny how, no matter how dead you are, your subscribers never seem to go away. I mean, not a lot of people delete their accounts, so I guess that makes sense. But, you know, what am I going to really do here? What could I possibly do with all of this? Especially since a lot of it's just like advertising. Old videos. Some with thousands of views, some with hundreds. It's all so saturated right now. Feels like it's been longer, but it's really only been 12 years since that time, huh? All those years ago, playing Clue. Just on directions, how do you play Clue?
Shot glass, please.
I'll give a fuck about your shot glass.
Pour it in my fucking shot glass.
Oh, god damn it.
Pour you in a shot glass. Won't that be hot?
If you pour us blood in a shot glass, maybe.
If you did it a little less than that, it would be hot. 3.
But yeah, I was subscribed to a number of channels on this channel. I was just looking up a lot of video channels and seeing how dead they are. Like this one. What is this? Hey guys. Got a lot of copyright problems. This was back in 2013, so almost 10 years ago now. Alright, so he moved his channel over here. Oh shit, he's active. What kind of videos does he do? Why did I subscribe to you?
Perfect fire poking stick is a nice surprise.
Right.
Perfect fire poking stick is impressively versatile.
Ads.
Big brother Ed.
Oh, YouTube poop.
We want to thank Mr. Spell for putting that on for us. Thank you, Mr. Spell.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Let me see your war face. Bullshit! You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face. You don't scare me. Work on it.
What's in the fucking box? Oh no, you big lizard!
Out of my way! Here I come! Here I come!
TKO!
Hello? Hello? Hello?
General Boy.
Hello?
Say, what's that button
It's good audio edits.
I'll show you.
Enjoying it and went on to appear in Mob. Now that's a title.
Sundance,
okay. I guess I'm kind of glad I don't watch him. Not really impressed. What about this guy? 500,000 views. What does he do? Does he do animations? See lots of live stream, no thumbnails, but he still managed to get like hundreds of thousands of views for his videos. I'll make an anime background tutorial. He's making fan Dragon Ball Z shows.
Hello there. And who might you be?
I'm Yamcha. Majube.
What?
What?
Yeah. Don't bother trying to remember it. You won't live long enough for it to matter.
Oh, is it Oob and Goku doing a fusion? I mean, it does sound like a Dragon Ball Z character name, so.
What is he? He is incredibly fast.
Oh, someone's gonna get the rights to their music. Interesting.
This
The hell, I
is
thought I
what
got rid of you
freedom
guys.
sounds like. And this is what freedom.
Alright, we got here. Cheetah. Kikita. Cheetah. 1,000 subs. Okay. Puppet shows. Furry videos.
I already am.
Hour-long streams.
Or maybe it is. It's this way. That's why.
There you go.
Okay. There. Alright. Piece of shite.
Ooh, don't want to swear now.
Oh, okay, no. See, I've only watched it twice in the theater. And I haven't watched it at home yet.
Yeah, but I got so many other reasons. I got to study
Yes,
the
you got
animation.
also like time. Lots of
I
it.
got like no time.
Yeah, sure. Are you going to school?
Alright. Well, this guy has something going on. The violence. 8,000 subs, and he's gone. Let's see. Internet Archive. Does he have anything? Nope. Oh wow, I know this channel. These do all these.
Positronic net.
It will just gauge your psychological.
I'm guessing this guy had to delete a lot of his shit. Good thing I saved a bunch of them.
Okay, Data. We're going to monitor every subsystem in your positronic net.
It will just gauge your psychological reactions to the images it projects. Watch the screen and let your mind go blank.
He's back. Please welcome Captain Picard. Good. That's good.
Yeah, well, that's gratifying to me because I lost my hair when I was 19, and it was a traumatic experience, and I thought that no woman would ever look at me again because of that. And well, what I discovered was that the less, if you have little, the secret is to make it as little as possible to have less. So I offer you that. Nothing will ever happen.
What kind of fan does he get?
No, that's unfortunate though. I mean, he had a lot of shit going on here. That art.
Starfleet's policy on research is clear. We have superior facilities and personnel here at Yahoo.
Nope. Just as it came, he went. Let's see. Looks like this guy just works on bikes. Next. I remember Sandy Pants. I guess she just decided to not post anymore. That's unfortunate.
Gumball Watterson.
Have you ever had a dream that you want?
Well, what's this one? Nothing. Why is this subscribed? 37 subs and... well, 36 now. V Shenanigans. I think he used to be a dancer. In fact, yeah, there he is. There, well, some... He used to be a dancer. I guess he just gave up. Why? I don't know. What we got here? Let's see, he's got 9,000 subs, a Patreon, animations. Well, pretty lame. Teaser. Seems strangely familiar to me.
Norm, how can I do that? Where in the past several days made you think I can do that now? Can't we just start with a bird feeder and work our way up?
It'll be better than what a ground squirrel can do. If you want to catch up your age level, really grab hold of the bark, concentrate on the weight, trust your whiskers, and please use your tail this time. It's how all squirrels climb trees, and it's always been how they climb trees. It's in the book, right? Now go!
Righto, miss.
The other thing.
Mister?
Oh, terrible jokes. And terrible 3D. Nope. Hey, artist with 55,000. Okay, so at some point, so they start out with like hundreds of thousands of views. Oh yeah, I have this person's DVDs. I have at least one of the DVDs doing their work. Yeah, Chris Scalf. And now, so we're doing like hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. And it just drops down to thousands. Thousands, 3 years ago, 3 years ago. 2 years now, I've been doing thumbnails.
In 2D space, which is and it's the same if we flip it and put the bottom of the blue portal in near the top of the orange. But if we put the top end of the blue portal into the top of the orange portal, it comes out of itself closer to the top, until the part coming out of itself goes back into the orange portal again and comes out of the blue portal farther down. It's the portal coming out of itself, coming out of itself. It's all a bit confusing to keep track of, but it's maybe slightly easier if we add numbers along the blue portal so you can keep track of which part of it is where. Because you should be able to keep track of the entire blue portal. There's no inside of a portal, since anything that passes through one portal is immediately outside the other end. So 100% of the blue portal must remain visible and in existence at all times. That is, we should all—
Oh my god. Cares. I guess it's the problem here, is that he just kept doing the same thing. Time-lapsing. Time-lapse. Time lapses.
Hey, decades have had so many distracted by what tablet I was using. It's all tablet. I mean, they give you.
Yeah, or he probably doesn't need YouTube to make a living, anyways. Alright. Don Bluth. Last thing he did was 2 years ago. How's that Dragon's Lair movie coming? Coming to Netflix with Ryan Reynolds. All right. Wonder what Ryan Reynolds is gonna play as. Sure. I'm just glad it's happening. Oh shit. He is behind directing it. Cool. Oh, however it works. See, Rogue Megawolf last video was a year ago. He's got a fetish for stomping and eating things, apparently. Cartoon Block, I remember you. How to Gambit, how to sketch Spidey with Copics, drawing Colossus. Yeah, he's always been pretty steady, thousands of views. Last video was 2 months ago. Looks like he's slowing down.
Are we doing today? Hello, hello, hello. I don't think anybody will see that mistake. They won't see it. And if they do, they better not mention it to me. And I want to come down, let's see here, in the bottom part. Hey there, here comes Spider-Man. There's the light of everything either, Randy. I'm like, you know what?
Neat. Well, he hasn't changed. That's probably part of the problem. Okay. Let's see here. Worst movies ever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can't survive in this environment now. Even though they would just upload bootleg movies. Yep, well that's cute. Oh, yes. Yes, now I know who this is. He's the one that had to disappear because someone was threatening his teaching career. He didn't want to take any chances. Someone was going to try to get him fired for being queer, let alone a furry. Yeah, I haven't forgotten you. Don't worry, buddy. I support you. Stitcheroo, what does he do? Gaming videos. Oh, it's Fuzzy Roo. Gaming videos 6 years ago, 4 years ago. Yep. 3 views, 2 views. Well, not even a title. It was just Overwatch and a series of numbers, the dates and the times. Wow. Okay. Well, can't really expect much from that. Jason Ergo. He's got a lamp. Looks like some kind of family vlog channel that didn't take off. It's amazing how many of these channels just have like thousands of views and all of a sudden they just drop down to the hundreds. Alright. This guy I'm curious about. 45,000 subs. What the fuck did he do? He did something. There's gotta be like an actual channel link we can use. Because I'm pretty sure Internet Archive's not gonna have it either. That's kind of sad to me though, you know, you have like all these all this work he did, you're just gonna erase it all? I mean, I look back at some of my stuff, I don't like it, but I know it's just that's just part of the journey. Nope, nothing. Clockwork Creatures, looks like they stopped posting videos. Like, why would they need to? They probably get enough business without it. They still around? Oh yeah, they're still around. Maybe. Last post was 2021. Let's see, 100,000 subs on this one, and there's only one video. No idea what this is. It's like just family videos. Realistic wolf suit, 7 million views. Ratty Wolf, 47,000 subs. And looks like they're done. Just gave up. Lives in Japan. Do they still have a website? Oh shit. Anyways, Dan does stuff. What is this? Riff and review. So he was doing movie reviews for a bit. I think I saw this guy before.
Nightmare. Like, a real, honest-to-God nightmare. One that you could Fozzie Bear goes on a drunken romp across...
Well, he tried. And then he did video, then he started just doing video game streams, and then he gave up and died. Alright. This one has some pretty good camera equipment.
With all that fluffy faggots.
That's cute. Hugo the pink cat. 14 views, 12 views, watching bees. Yep, just kind of just random videos here and there. And all of a sudden, I'm just going to start posting again. Bad movies rock. It's like just one video. Generation X. 1996, huh?
I thought you mutants could do this without a machine.
Oh shit, it's the TV X-Men movie.
I don't know, maybe. Emma hasn't taught us how yet.
It's Max Headroom.
Frost. You know her? She's a legend. She been teaching you how to use the technology? No. Way to go, buddy. Alright, closer. I found out they're holding my body in the room. It's too close, but it's a minimum security limit. I liked it so much, I bought the company.
One-liners.
Seriously,
I remember watching this and just like, where the fuck's Wolverine?
You are really a multi-talented individual. You don't know great inventing talent. Angelo, hold me on. I gotta ask you for just one more thing. What the hell do you want from me now, man? Your brain.
Alright, so I guess they just magically escaped and they're in a lair.
Skin found your dream machine and you were messing with it, going on to that dream web that you wrote about.
People use technology to break through because it's...
Oh, that we're proud of you. Do your best.
Anyways. Brock Stubbs. Still active. Living Dinosaur. What the hell is this? Loonies for Lucifer.
Restricted.
Well, that is.
Put on your big boy's pants for a change and take an owie, if not for the sake of yourselves, then your fellow human beings.
Commentary. This one's a short film involving Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. One video, and that was it. Maddox. 7 months ago. Last video. I'm sure Claddy gave up that stupid talking head. Comic Collective. Interviews. Yeah.
And focus. If you go like this, there we go.
Weird Al. Nice. That's cute. Nothing new from Red Supreme, of course. Dr. Steele. I'm glad he never deleted. See, this guy went away. He did delete all of his shit. He didn't feel the need to erase his presence. Same thing with this guy. I guess he tried to do a return, but you know, it's way too late now. Should have kept at this, man. I love this guy. Review preview critic. Going after just doing basic movie reviews and shit, like an actual movie review person. FA United, I guess this was a con. I don't think they do it anymore. Mary Mouse, artists, hundreds of views, nothing really here. 10 years ago, 1 year ago. No idea what this. Oh yeah, I think we already went through here. Farming. Wait.
A homeowner, 2022 is the last chance to go solar. In December of 2020.
Peasy. So if that's how she was day one, I'm pretty.
Oh, that's Tina. Okay. Hey, Tina. Holly Soup archived. Where are they now?
The food to appear, as if there was some kind of causal supernatural powers, nor does the medium.
This is like what Therium Trees was before. Okay, they changed their channel. That's easy. There, I guess that covers everything I want to look at. Let's get into this. That felt like it took longer than it did, but not too bad. It's interesting just to see what... Oh yeah, there's one other channel I want to check out. Because I think this is like a sad case of wasted potential, probably. But who knows what his life was like, right? We don't need to open up everything again. Phil Bunn. Ooh. Alright, looks like I'm gonna do some trying to, looks like I have to try to search for this one. Actually, what's American McGee up to? Okay, advertising his plushies. Yep, I do want one of those plushies, but not for a while. I ain't buying any new shit. Not buying any new video games, not buying any new toys, or any material whatsoever until I get out of these credit cards. Like, I was looking at Cuphead Last Course for $7, and I'm like, nope, not spending the $7 for that game. Might as well take the $7 and put it towards the credit card. I'm done with these things. I am getting out. Let's see, where are you? Oh yeah, I know it's the bunny perspective. Someone like confronted him about doing this puppet show, and he's like, "Oh, why are you doing it?"
Again, too.
And he's like, "Yeah, you're right. Why am I doing it?" And then he quit, and he went from thousands of views to quitting multiple times. To doing looks like just streams of what is this, Hearthstone? Well, we're making good money on it. Okay, it's full of copyright music here. He's putting fuck in the title. That's not gonna help him either. Cards and atheist content. Fucking Vikings dude. Does he not know what YouTube is like? At this point? Oh no, he went professional? I remember he used to paint his nails, dye his hair.
In it, they added that in the King James Bible,
So Satan,
I'm still not wrong,
was sinning from the beginning. And anybody that committeth sin is of the devil, because he's the father of sin. Of course, we're all, you know, of the devil originally, like when we commit that sin, right?
This ain't him. This is someone else.
Bitch, there is no Satan. Holy fuck. Satan isn't real. Satan is less real than Jesus. Satan is less real than Moses, and Moses is the most fake one.
Well, can you get off their mic, man? What the hell's
Still,
going on?
it's still going. It's still going.
Bringing the gospel of gamers. Man, that's something I want to commentate on. It's just a real shame. Yeah, look, he was starting to pick up some views just by doing commentary and stuff. And then he went on the fucking bandwagon on the whole Channel Awesome drama. And look at him now, and look at him now, and look at them. This one sounds interesting. It's always interesting to hear how YouTube's dead. I mean, it's dead for a lot of people, but... Try doing Let's Plays with this puppet. That could have probably worked out, but... House, eh.
Hello and welcome again to the Bunny Perspective. American Werewolf in Paris is the most rightfully forgotten movie ever. It's boring while also being stupidly offensive. It totally missed what was so classic about the original Jonathan Landis werewolf masterpiece. If somehow you missed American Werewolf in London, you might want to right now. I don't have to spoil too much during this scathing review, but there will be some plot elements and stuff I will...
They find me quite a bore. Way back then it was okay to be a little weird, but all my friends are dead, some have even grown a beard.
Business, you three! Okay, so... Looking for something montage I've ever fucking seen. Which is the only
really hated fucking... For some reason, I really hated horror comedy when I was growing up. Oh man, too bad. What could have been. I'm not getting any likes.
There's like a bond between like this professional. It wasn't like the Homer episode, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was researched and really thought out, and I was... No, I mean, it's more insidious this way because it teaches you that $10 is $10, $25 is actually $28, $40 is actually $50, and $100 is actually $135. That's, like, that's more insidious. Because that's easier to understand and therefore easier to rationalize. What you're talking about is not true of Fortnite, but is true of literally every other game. But you're talking about Fortnite. All right, I'm done. I get the point. We're gonna wrap this up because there's a point that I make that's very good, and we're gonna cut straight to that. You should have saw it live, man. It went on for a long time. Ba-doop-boop-ba-doop-boop. The reason I got shitty about him talking about Fortnite...
Who cares? Alright.
And leave on Scooby-Doo. Or is Scooby-Doo... one of the others? One of the others.
Timing right there. That's when it cuts. Or not.
One of the others.
What's going on? Oh. There we go.
The others.
I think we break into the next chapter here.
At this point, you had dumb fucks coming out saying that Sonic was never good, it was a shitty franchise, and all the games suck.
Yeah, that's the IGN clip. I'm gonna leave a space for every intention. Every place I end up wanting to put a clip somewhere or a video shot. Okay, let me open up my script. Where the fuck did it go? There we go. Alright. Let's see. Dumb fucks.
Scene in Howard the Duck, or the fact that Shaggy is definitely boning Scooby-Doo, or dumb fucks coming out. The interactions go involving.
Yes? What's up? Keys? Love you, Fins. Where you guys going? Okay.
He's just some Stretch Armstrong fighter now. Alright, what's next? Sonic Lost World? That game wasn't even on my fucking radar. Like, this is just insane. Like, what the hell's happening? And turn his opposition into cyborgs. Sonic and his friends want to stop him. For some reason, since the adventure games, they main adversary. And as far as the interactions go involving these characters, I mean, I guess you could have a human At this point, you had dumb fucks coming out of the woodwork saying that Sonic was never good, it was a shitty franchise, and all of the games suck.
I really want to find that video clip. Or someone... That wasn't IGN. Wasn't this guy either. Swear to God, it was a guy called Possum or something. Or was it Dr. Shine? It was like another white guy called Dr. Sean or something. I typed in Sonic and I'm not getting jack shit. I unsubbed from this guy because he kept on going on about fucking like diversity shit. Can't shut his fucking mouth about the culture war.
The original Sonic the Hedgehog sucks. It's terrible. You know why? I'll tell you why. How are you gonna make a game about going fast, but you're punched at every corner for going fast? I know that's a really
well, yeah, that's the first game.
Simple,
I would agree
Chow
with
Garden
that.
rip, fastest hedgehog alive.
Like the first couple levels are built for him, but the rest of it not so much. Dr. Sean? See, this one, he doesn't look that bad in that poster.
Is that as soon as we get the final design, which I guarantee will permanently traumatize any of those who dare to gaze upon it, we'll all probably...
I don't think I want to find that proper clip that I want to find. There's whole channels that kind of made their career off of just doing Sonic shit, which is really fucking weird to me. I don't know how you could do the same thing forever. That would drive me nuts. I guess you just have to have a certain mindset. Whoops.
Instead of wasting my time on...
Is it Dr. Cheyenne? Apparently there's a movie called that. Trying to remember some of the name of his videos. Is it Sean? No, this ain't it.
Hello and welcome again to
Oh my
the
God,
Bunny.
shut up. Oh, I guess we're not gonna find it. Sucks.
Instead
It's
of
pretty
wasting my
relevant.
time, instead of wasting my... I have little to say about Shadow the Hedgehog. In fact, I'll just let this clip I stole from... I didn't even bother playing through all the storylines to get to that stupid, awful ending. Once I started playing as Big, Amy, and... It's fucking ridiculous with it branching out and changing tones like a schizo. This is... But... Fuck all... And the other games, interestingly enough, with the... Going through a long... I have little to say about Shadow the Hedgehog. I have little to say about Shadow the Hedgehog. In fact, I'll just let this clip...
Okay, complete that.
This boy spent a year...
This next clip I need.
Instead of wasting my time and money on shitty games, I decided I was going to waste my time doing what a lot of other people did and make a Sonic fan comic. I mean, I just felt a little invested with the character. So instead of wasting my money and time playing shitty games, I decided to show what I really wanted to see, what I wanted to see in the character and the story. I mean, I felt like I felt a little... So instead of wasting my money and time playing shitty games, I decided I was going to waste my time doing what a lot of other people did and make a Sonic fan comic. To show what I really wanted to see, what I wanted to see in the character and the story. Felt a little invested with the character regarding the games, the TV show, I guess maybe the... I felt a little invested with the character going through the original series, recognizing how good things could be with the show and the games, and feeling... So instead of wasting my...
I gotta be careful of that. I usually Restart a little too fast for myself.
So instead of wasting my time...
Why do I have a warning? Oh yeah, that's right, because I was watching the show or some shit.
And money with shitty games, I decided I was going to waste my time doing what a lot of other people have done. Make a fan comic. I felt a little invested with the character in the original series of games, the TV show, observing the fan site over the time. So I decided I was not going to waste my time and money on shitty games. So instead of wasting my time and money on shitty games, I decided I was... So instead of wasting my time and money on shitty games, I decided I was going to waste my time... So instead of wasting my time and money on shitty games, I decided I was going to waste my time doing what a lot...
Damn it. I have some laundry to take care of real quick. Alrighty. I don't know, I think we are reaching a point where something's got to give here.
So instead of wasting my time and money on shitty games, I decided I was going to waste my time doing what a lot of other people have done. Make a fan comic. I mean, I felt a little invested in the character with the original games, the TV show, observing the fan site over the years, and much like many other people felt, I just wanted things to stop sucking. I think me and many other people had the same feeling that we just wanted to think. I felt like me and plenty of other people felt the same way, that we just wanted things to stop sucking. So I spent a lot of time reading wiki. So things to stop sucking. I felt like me and plenty of other people felt the same way, that we just wanted things to stop sucking.
I said with a smile. Ugh.
So I spent a lot of time reading wiki. So off I go. I spent a lot of time learning about the comic book process and reading wikis and getting the backstory of all the comics. In my frustration, I spent a lot of time reading the wikis, getting the backstory of the comics over the years that Archie was doing. In my frustration, I started my own comic that was going to be a retelling, a reboot, a whole bunch of bloody edge cringy glory. I spent a lot of time trying to understand the comic book creation process, reading wikis on the Archie comic book series to get all the backstory and the lore, and I was going to start my own retelling of the series. I had a whole story arc and everything for different chapters. It was going to be full edgelord glory. It was going to chapters. It was going to be full edgelord glory. I reached about 40 pages and then stopped. Like, has anything ever come from decide? Ever come from dedicate? Like, and stopped. Like, has anything good ever come from dedicating a bunch of time and effort to an already existing property and try to make something of your own?
Next we can put in a fox in space.
Can't think of a single one. Much like many other people felt, I just wanted things to stop sucking. I spent a lot of time reading the wikis, getting the backstory of the comics, reading one of the series, and I was going to start getting my own retelling of the series. I had a whole story arc and everything for different chapters. It was going to be full edgelord glory. I reached about 40 pages and then stopped. Like, has anything good ever come from dedicating a bunch of time and effort to an already existing property and try to make something of your own? Can't think of a single one, especially Sonic related.
Why would I say that?
Single one.
Actually, there's some good fan projects involving Sonic. There are videos. Oh man, I could have sworn there was one. Oh wait, that's a joke for the season 3. But I'm just curious, what kind of fan movies can we find here? I know that Blue Chorus Studios did one, that was fine. Hey Heather, welcome. What's this?
Okay. This
and I rest my case.
Hop in.
No. This one. Sonic and the Fallen Star. This one looks beautiful. Wow, Why is the electric shield a triangle? You're gonna hit again. That's fine. Still want to get through like Sonic Advance games. I haven't beaten those yet. I've beaten the first two and not the third one.
Can't think of a single one, especially Sonic related. Do you hear that? No, it's gone now. What? Do you
Alright, that's maybe to cut.
What? Do you hear that? No, it's gone now. Do you hear that? No, it's gone now. I can't think of a single one, can you? Especially Sonic related. What is that sound? No, it's gone now. It was probably a few years after Sonic Generations came out that I finally gave it a shot. It turned out to be...
Okay, so where are we on the script? Da-da-da-da-da.
No, it's gone now. It was probably a few years after Sonic Generations came out that I finally gave it a shot. It turned out to be a pleasant surprise. Gave me a little hope again. Good gameplay combining the 3D world with the side-scrolling styles at the time. A lot of little nods to the old and new games. Story is non-existent, which is a little frustrating, but out of all the Sonic games since Genesis, this is the only one I'd say is worth playing at this point. Sonic Brotherhood is a whole story in its own. What happened, you say? BioWare... To give you the gist though, BioWare made some Sonic RPG that involves Sonic and friends encountering a secret underground gathering of echidnas who are fascists. The game ends on a cliffhanger with no sequel in sight due to the mediocre reviews, poor sales, and a lawsuit from one of the Archie Sonic writers, Ken Penders, who not only killed any chance of that game having a sequel with his lawsuit, but also killed the entire run of Archie comics. Then there was Sonic Boom.
Alright, that's when this comes in.
Of Archie comics. This boy spent a year copywriting 200 echidna characters he made for the comic so he could sue Archie, while Sega just plugs their ears about the whole thing. Archie lost because of bad bookkeeping, and then he went after EA, which bit comics, so he could sue Archie. While Sega just plugs their ears about the whole thing.
Yeah, because it's comics, so they don't give a shit.
Archie lost because of bad bookkeeping, and then he went after EA, which bitch. And then he went after... Archie lost because of bad bookkeeping, and then he went after EA, which bitch slapped the shit out of him out of court.
Bitch slapped him out of court. Please tell me I say it.
Archie lost because of bad bookkeeping, and then he went after EA, which bitch slapped him out of court. And that was that. Then Sega took away Archie's rights to Sonic and gave it to Idea. Then Sega took away Archie's rights to Sonic and gave it to IDW. Sega took away Archie's rights. What was that? Then Sega took away Archie's rights to Sonic and gave it to IDW Comics. And that's when I learned all about the stupid rules regarding the characters Sega has. It explains a lot. Now I do hear good things about IDW, despite the
Oh, and then there's silence for a good 20 minutes, looks like.
restrictions. And going through the first few issues, I'd say it's pretty much up there with what I like to see. But anyways, here are the rules.
Okay, so you have to find the rules.
Sonic? Oh man, I gotta search it. But anyways, here are the rules that Sega has for Sonic and his friends. No, we can't let it end this way. No, we can't let it end this way. Because during that...
What the fuck?
Sonic? Oh man, I gotta search it. Oh. No, we can't let it end this way.
Oh, do I go over it in there? I don't think I do.
No, we can't let it end this.
What the fuck?
Then there was Sonic Boom. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Okay, reboot time. Redesigning the characters. For some reason, everyone has banned. But anyways, here are the rules that Sega has for Sonic and his friends. Sonic? Oh man, I got. Then there was. Say it's pretty much up there with what I like to see. Then there was Sonic Boom. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Okay, reboot time. Redesigning the characters. For some reason, everyone has bandages and bandana.
13828.
No, of course not. Sonic Boom. No. This is a new Sonic Boom. Comes Sonic Boom. It doesn't matter. Is this going to be good? Characters giving everyone bandanas and bandages around their shoes and stuff. Why is there bandages on their shoes and all around them? Why are they covered in bandages? I don't understand this. It doesn't matter. Is this going to be good? And then comes Sonic Boom. Alright. We're gonna try this again, right? And then comes Sonic Boom. Right? Up there with what I like to see. And then comes Sonic Boom. No. This is a new Sonic Boom. Right. We're gonna try this again now, huh? Okay, rebooting the franchise, redesigning the characters. And then comes Sonic Boom. Gonna give us a little more hope this time, huh? Alright, we're gonna try this again. Reboot the franchise, redesign the characters, give them bandanas and bandages around their sneakers. What the fuck? Why are there bandages on them? Why? I don't... It doesn't matter. Is the game going to be good? Is the game going to be good? Is it going to be good? No, of course not. Of course not. Oh, they fuck it up once again. All the same problems that 2006 had because... crunch and making deadlines. Because crunch and... crunch and making deadlines. What is schizophrenic franchise? Never sticking to one thing, never trying to be interesting in any other narrative sense. I think this depicts the current state of things at the...
Okay, what's A13?
This point picks the current state of things at this point. What is schizophrenic franchise? Never sticking to one thing, never trying to be interesting in any other narrative sense. I think this depicts the current state of things. Crunch and making the current state of things at this point. What a schizophrenic franchise. Never sticking to one thing, always trying to follow some kind of trend, never trying to be interesting or coherent in the narrative sense. I think this depicts quite well the current state of things around this point. You can just feel the cancer coming off of him, radiating, possibly giving me cancer. Well, I mean, if you want to help me with my Sonic cancer, be sure to become a patron. Be sure to become a patron. But ultimately what we have here is a weird fan base, mediocre to terrible games, no good shows, bizarre live specials. With my Sonic cancer, be sure to be never trying to be interesting in any other narrative sense. I think this depicts the current state of things at this point. What a lines. What a schizophrenic because crunch and making deadlines. What a schizophrenic franchise. Never sticking to one thing, always trying to follow some kind of trend, never trying to be interesting or coherent in the narrative sense. I think this depicts quite well the current state of things around this point. You can just feel the cancer coming off of him, radiating, possibly giving me cancer. Well, I mean, if you want to help me with my Sonic cancer, be sure to become a patron. But ultimately, what we have here is a fan base, mediocre to terrible games, no good shows, bizarre live specials. Sonic X is not what I wanted to see, or is it? I don't know. I never watched anything beyond the 4Kids cut, but Apparently we got some neutered version, and I don't know if I'll ever have time to watch the actual anime or care to. All I know is nothing says relatable like having the main human character be a kid that lives in a 12-bedroom mansion that has a butler and a scientist uncle taking care of all your wants and needs. Anyways, what a schizophrenic franchise. What a schizophrenic franchise. Always chasing trends, never trying to be interesting or coherent in any kind of narrative sense. I think this depicts quite well the current state of things. A weird fan base, mediocre to terrible games, no good shows, bizarre live specials. Sonic X is not what I wanted to see. Or is it? I don't know. All I witnessed was the 4Kids version. Apparently it was very neutered, and I'll never have time to watch the actual anime, I'm sure. All I know is nothing says relatable like having a main human character be a 12-year-old who lives in a 12-bedroom.
Nice.
All I know is nothing says relatable like having the main I'm sure. All I know is nothing. All I know is nothing says relatable like having the main human character be a kid that lives in a 12-bedroom mansion that has a butler and a scientist uncle that takes care of all his wants and needs. Anyways, here he is, in all his friendly, tumorous glory. What a schizophrenic franchise. Always trying to follow some...
Okay, let's try it over here then.
Oh, they fuck it up once again. All the same problems that 2006 had because crunch and making deadlines.
Yeah, I need
What
to
a
make more elaborate eye
schizophrenic
makeup.
franchise. Always chasing trends, never trying to be interesting or coherent in any kind of narrative sense. I think this depicts quite well the current state of things. A weird fan base, mediocre to terrible games, no good shows, bizarre live specials. Sonic X is not what I wanted to see. Or is it? I don't know. All I witnessed was the 4Kids version. Apparently it was very neutered, and I'll never have time to watch the actual anime, I'm sure. All I know is nothing says relatable like having the main human character be a kid that lives in a 12-bedroom mansion that has a butler and a scientist uncle that takes care of all his wants and needs. Anyways, here he is, in all his friendly, tumorous glory. He just wants to, possibly drink your life juice while you sleep. Anyways, here he is. Wants and needs. Anyways, here he is, in all his cancerous glory. I'm sure he just wants to drink your life juice at night. You can just feel the tumors radiating off of him, possibly giving me cancer. Well, I mean, if you want to help with my Sonic cancer, be sure to become a patron. I'm sure he just wants to drink your life juice at night. You can just feel the tumors radiating. So, Sonic Mania was great. Like I said, Sonic Mania is great. Then we had Sonic Forces. Well,
A game that plays itself in Sonic Forces most of the time. Okay,
at this point, you had dumb fucks coming out of the woodwork saying that Sonic was never good. It was probably a few years after Sonic Generations came out that I finally largely lost because of bad bookkeeping, and then now I do hear good things about. And then comes Sonic Boom.
let it go there.
Now I do hear good things about IDW. Alright. Now I do hear good things about No, we can't let it end this way. We can't let it end this way. Because during that bizarre live show I mentioned, Sonic Mania was announced. So was Sonic Forces. But never mind that. Sonic Mania was where... But never mind that. Sonic Mania... But never mind that. Sonic Mania. So was Sonic Forces. But never mind that. Sonic Mania. What's there to say other than it's a true fan game brought to the masses? There's a lot to gush over regarding this game, from the animated shorts to the return to the original gameplay formula, great level designs, bonus stages, extras, leaderboards, collectibles. It's everything we ever could want. Then Sega fucks it up so that we won't be getting any kind of sequel to it.
Yeah, because they fucked up Sonic Origins too because of crunch and shit. Like, stop. Slow down.
Sega team takes elements of what made Sonic Sat AM good and uses that in this. Riveting emotional stuff. Supersonic, but instead of regular fiery rage built up inside of him. I went through a long play and all I can say is, what the hell? What the hell? Reviews kept me away from it. So, Sonic Mania was great. Sonic Mania was announced. So was Sonic Forces. But never mind that. Sonic Mania. What's there to say other than it's a true fan game brought to the masses? There's a lot to gush over regarding. Then Sega fucks it up so that we won't be getting any kind of sequel to it. They just can't let us have a good thing for long, can they? So, Sonic Mania was great. Like I said, Sonic Mania is great. Then we had Sonic Forces. Well, the reviews kept me away from it. But for the sake of this video, I went through a long play, and all I can say is, what the hell? What the hell? They can do some serious psychological damage to a person. I guess he's been broken down. Sega team takes elements of what made Sonic Sat AM good and uses that in this game, but it plays out with no character, emotion, stakes, or anything. You had a great setup. Sonic is captured. Robotnik has taken over. A ragtag team of freedom fighters is on the job. Sonic is found after 6 months of torture.
Unnecessary pause.
Months of torture. Supersonic, he's like a... The hell? What the hell? Sega team takes elements of what made Sonic Sat AM good in this game, but it plays out with no character emotion. Sonic is found after 6 months of torture. They can do some serious psychological damage to a person. I guess he's been broken down. Is what the hell? What the hell? they can do some serious psychological damage to a person. I guess he's been broken down with a fiery rage built up inside of him. Maybe they get all the emeralds and he goes supersonic, but he becomes some... Wow. Tortured for 6 months? That could do some serious psychological comic books. That could do some serious psychological damage to a person, let alone the physical torture. I guess he's been broken down with all that. I guess he's been broken down at this point. Probably gonna get let out and have this big fiery rage. Damage to a person, let alone the physical torture. I guess he's been broken down at this point. Probably gonna get let out and have this big fiery rage built up inside of him. Maybe he gets all the emeralds and turns supersonic, but instead of regular supersonic, he's like a psycho supersonic, like in the Fleetway comic books, where he starts to threaten the lives of all of his friends. Nah, he's fine. Nah, he's fine. Wow, that is some riveting emotional stuff. Knuckles. He'd be definitely buggering Knuckles. That is some... that is some riveting emotional stuff. Nah, he's fine. I wasn't expecting him to be a living husk like Griffith from Berserk, but come on. Robotnik has had him for 6 months and he's just been letting him chill in a cell all that time. Feeding him and cleaning up his messes, I imagine he's been making in the corner. At least turn him into a robot, you know, as I imagine he's been making Berserk, but come on. Robotnik has had him for 6 months and he's just been letting him chill in a cell all that time. And cleaning up his messes, I imagine he's been making in the corner. At least turn him into a robot, you know, the thing you do to every other animal character. At least turn him into some kind of robot, you know, the thing you do to every other animal character you capture. I wasn't expecting him to be a living husk like Griffith from Berserk. Come on. Robotnik has him for 6 months as he's just been chilling in a cage this entire time. What, has Robotnik been feeding him and cleaning up his mess in the corner he makes every so often? He's been feeding him this whole time and cleaning up the mess that he makes in the corner of his cell? Entire time? He's been feeding him? Has Robotnik been entire time? He's been feeding him this whole time and cleaning up the mess that he makes in the corner of his cell? At least turn him into a robot, you know, the thing you do to every other animal character you capture? So there is a few reasons for this. Sega has a bunch of stupid rules I mentioned earlier involving the characters outside of the Archie comics, and that explains why forces seem mentioned earlier, involving the characters outside of the Archie comics, and that explains why forces seem to be comics, and that explains why forces seem so basic bitch in its character development as much as the dialogue is. Sonic is never to express any extreme emotions. No sadness. Shadow always has to be a jerk. Insert clip here. Amy is always in love. Insert. Amy is always in love with Sonic, but cannot be in a relationship with him because I assume Sonic is queer for Tails. Amy is in love with Sonic, but cannot be in a relationship with Sonic because I guess I assume Amy is always in pursuit and in love with Sonic, but cannot be in any. Amy is always in love with Sonic and in pursuit of him, but can never be in a relationship with him. I guess because Sonic is queer for Tails. I mean Knuckles, queer for Knuckles. Tails.
Alright, we're gonna pitch correct. Slow it down, I guess. No. Speed, nope. Here for Tails. That's because Sonic is queer for Tails. Tails and Robotnik are the only inventors. Again, not allowed to evolve past their basic characteristics. Tails and Robotnik are the only inventors. Robotnik are the only inventors. Again, not allowed to inventors. Again, not allowed to evolve past their basic characteristics. The rule for I guess when it comes to Silver, the rule for him is that he's just no fucking use. And Rogue and Blaze, I imagine, are the rule for Rogue and Blaze, I imagine, are to serve as Rule 34 fodder. I guess when it comes to Silver, the only inventors. Again, not allowed to evolve past their basic.
Amy is always in love with Sonic, but cannot be in a relationship with him. To be a jerk edgelord. Amy, and then explained earlier, involving the characters outside the every other animal character you capture. So there is a. I wasn't. Knuckles. He'd be definitely bugger. Because I assume Sonic is queer for Tails. Amy is in love with Sonic, but cannot be in a relationship with Sonic because I guess I assume Amy is always in pursuit and in love with Sonic, but cannot be in any.
All right, again.
Amy is always in love with Sonic and in pursuit of him, but can never be in a relationship with him. I guess because Sonic is queer for Tails. Knuckles. He'd be definitely buggering Knuckles. Tails and Robotnik are the only inventors. Again, not allowed to evolve past their basic characteristics. I guess when it comes to Silver, the rule for him is that he's just no fucking use. The rule for Rogue and Blaze, I imagine, are to serve as Rule 34. Now before we get into the actual movies, I think it's interesting to go over. Now before we get into the actual movies, I think it's interesting.
Oh wait. Okay, so
the rule for Rogue and Blaze, I imagine, are to serve as Rule 34 fodder.
I should do that audio over again. Fuck. I'm gonna have to put the camera up, GoPro, just for a little sound bite. Fine by me. I suppose the only requirement Sega has in regards to Rogue and Blaze is to be Rule 34 fodder. Hey, welcome, Dalen. It's good to be off.
Again, not allowed to evolve past.
That reminds me, I need to secure a hotel. I'm doing some traveling in the next few weeks. I got my brother's wedding, and then a week after that, I got my cousin's wedding. This year I had 3 weddings. I'm gonna have 3 weddings to go to. Busy times. Ugh. Excuse me. Just to Michigan. I go to Michigan in 2 weeks, and then the week after that, I go back to Michigan. 2 weddings. I wish more of my family would do more themed weddings. Everyone's just doing the traditional shit. My sister did the traditional shit. My brother's doing the traditional crap. I mean, I guess we could have I could have a wedding ceremony, but I don't know how it would work out. I'm actually kind of surprised no one brought it up. But, you know, in people's minds, a queer relationship is not as valid as a straight one.
Wow, that is some riveting emotional stuff. I wasn't expecting him to be a living husk like Griffith from Berserk, but come on. Robotnik has had him for 6 months. And that explains why forces seem so...
I'm so glad when I was working on the posters I went through those long plays. It gave me a little more to work with when writing this up.
Dialogue is... Sonic is never to express any... And that explains why... Comics. And that... Has to be a jerk edgelord.
Insert clip there.
Amy is always in love with Sonic and in pursuit of him, but can never be in a relationship with him. I guess because Sonic is queer for Tails. Because Sonic is queer for Tails. Knuckles. He'd be definitely buggering Knuckles. Tails and Robotnik are the only inventors. Again, not allowed to evolve past their basic characteristics. I guess when it comes to Silver, the rule for him is that he's just no fucking use. The rule for Rogue and Blaze, I imagine, are to serve as Rule 34 fodder.
Yeah, I gotta do that line better. Whew. Oh, I was just talking about when I was working on the posters. I'm glad I went through like a bunch of gameplay of all the Sonic games when I was working on this script, just so I could get a perspective of what the games were like without actually having to play through all of them. Thank you for long plays. All right, this is going to bother me if I have to keep editing like this, so I will be right back here. I just got to do a quick recording. Alright. Go. There it is. Okay, fish and beer. That sounds good.
Is the cat and Rouge the Bat is to be Rule 34 fodder. And the requirement for, and what I imagine the requirements for Rouge the Bat and Blaze the Cat are just to be Rule 34 fodder. Is that they are. There we go. And the requirements I imagine are, and the requirements for Rouge the Bat and Blaze the Cat is that they are Rule 34 fodder, I imagine. Is that they are Rule 34 fodder, I imagine. And the requirements for Rouge the Bat and Blaze the Cat, I imagine that they are to be Rule 34 fodder.
What text? I have my phone. I got bacon and cheese. Yeah, I got a text, bacon and cheese.
No, I mean, like, number text, not Telegram.
Whoa, since when you sending through your number? No, I got nothing.
Weird.
The rule for Rogue and Blaze, I imagine, are to serve as Rule 34 fodder. The rule for Rogue and Blaze, I imagine, are to serve as Rule 34 fodder. Rouge the Bat and Blaze the Cat, I imagine that they are to be Rule 34 fodder. It's just no fucking use. Rouge the Bat. And requirements for Rouge, no fucking use. And requirements for
What's in my? What do you have as my number?
Guess I don't have your number anymore. What the fuck?
Rouge the Bat.
Oh, what did you mean to tell me, Dalen? Your number's the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. You just showed up. What's this? Who's William? My brother William?
That's a long time ago, hon.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least that works.
Yeah, I just got your text message just now, hon.
I just sent Meep. That's not what I said.
I know.
Hey Siri. Message Andy Crafty. Do you see this message?
Damn. Yep.
What does it say?
Do you see this message?
Okay, good. That fixed it.
Ah, so that teacher was Me Too'd.
Huh?
I'm talking to Dalen.
Sorry to interrupt you. Damn.
Oh, I was stretching. What?
So you're talking to Dylan.
Yeah, I'm just talking to Dalen. When I said that.
Text Karen Snowden. Hey Siri. Text Karen for me. Do you see this message?
No, I'm not coming on camera today.
And Blaze the Cat, I imagine that they are to be Rule 34 fodder.
Maria on camera here.
Imagine that they are to be Rule 34 fodder.
Let's see here. Alright, we got everything down here.
Basic characteristics. I guess when it comes to Silver, the rule for him is that he's just no fucking use. And requirements for Rouge the Bat and Blaze the Cat, I imagine that they are to be Rule 34 fodder. He's just no fucking use. Silver, the rule for him is that he's just no fucking use. And I guess when it comes to and requirements for Rouge the Bat and Blaze the Cat, I imagine that they are to be Rule 34 fodder.
Oh. That's just my husband. In the background. We're setting up our phones. I'll probably be getting a new phone soon. Oh, that means my roller coaster tycoon file won't transfer over. No biggie.
That they are to be Rule 34 fodder. Now, before we get into the actual movies, I think it's interesting to go over what we almost got and stress that it was very close to happening. And I'm not referring to this thing. In the 90s, 34 fodder.
Okay. So we got more audio there. Okay.
Tails and Robot.
Okay, what's the next video clip? 13829. 23829.
Whew. Is there going to be anything decent to come out of this franchise? Well, enter the first Sonic movie. Second Sonic movie. Jesus fucking Christ. There, that take care of the actualities out there. Is there anything decent that could come out of this franchise? Can something be just a little more consistent? Well, enter the first Sonic movie. Alright, the second Sonic movie, Jesus Christ, fucking actuallys are out there everywhere, ready to pounce on you at any moment. There has been a history of sorts that gave people little hope in this being good anywhere. There has been a history of
Okay, what we got here? That best take I got? I guess so.
That could come out of this franchise. Can something be... Is there anything decent that could come out of...
Yep, and he stopped slouching. Oh man. One of the guys went to high school with, data scraped the complaint, the logs at the school, data scraping, pulling off all the information on the computer. Complaints dating 10 years ago. Ooh. WIP using their power to try to hide the guy.
Or fodder. Is there anything decent that could come out of this franchise? Can something be just a little more consistent? Well, enter the first Sonic.
Yeah, if people took those complaints seriously, he could have been out of there a long time ago, and save a bunch of other victims any grief, and then ultimately he probably wouldn't have felt the need to off himself.
Enter the first Sonic movie. Alright, the second Sonic movie, Jesus Christ, fucking actuallys are out there everywhere, ready to pounce on you at any moment.
Actually. In fact, if I can find a clip of that, that'd be nice right now.
Attain to turn 9 to you. See, here it is on the box. Crackers Finn. And on the opening credits, too. He's ever been in, which is kind of right then and there. Asks if he can move into the room she is renting. Sure enough, she says yes. Okay, I might be wrong about this, I'm not really sure, but if I snuck into some girl's house while she was showering and asked her if I could move in, it might
why is
go
someone
a
uploading
little
his
something
videos?
like this.
I was like, wait, this ain't his channel. Alright, well, now you're gonna find conveniently any clips of him.
On you at any moment.
Oh wait, what if I look it up on Google?
Pounce on you at any moment. Now, before we get into the actual movies, I think it's interesting to go over what we almost got. Ready to pounce on you at any moment.
Did you dress up as a blind woman and push that man off the scaffolding? Dr. McCabe, played by David Warbeck. Okay, if you say yes. Scene. God damn it!
No, okay.
Ready to pounce on you at any moment. Now, before we get into the actual movies, I think it's interesting to go over what we almost got and stress that it was very close to happening. And I'm not referring to this thing. In the 90s, there was a...
Okay. Got that clip.
There has been a history of sorts that gave people little hope in this being good anywhere. There has been a history of sorts that gave people little hope in this being anywhere near decent. Most adaptations that involve a TV character, video games, sometimes even literary characters, to serve money and please executives. Most adaptations...
Alright, let's see here.
There's been a history of sorts that gave people little hope in this being anywhere near decent. Most adaptations that involve a TV character, video games, and sometimes even literary characters to serve money and please executives. Most adaptations that involve a TV character or anywhere near decent. Most adaptations that involve a TV character or video game or even some literary characters in some cases in order to please executives and possibly reach that broad appeal of an audience. There's usually someone is known as a refugee from TV land trope. Take the main character out of their interesting, fantastical world and put them in the world of the boring. He-Man, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Beastmaster, Fat Albert, and that is what we almost got in the 90s. This would have been a nightmare realized, much less the shoddy 90s CGI.
Oh.
Who would have been witness to?
Okay.
In the 90s, there was a plan to release a Sonic movie to coincide with the release of Sonic. That is what we almost got.
What could have been? Chapter, what could have been? Should have been have or of. Doesn't matter. Could have as a model verb phrase. So it is supposed to be could have, not could have. Let's make sure you fix that. Here's my chapter bumpers. I think they turned out pretty good. Could have been.
Welcome to Sonic Team. We make games, I think. What the fuck is a Sonic?
Alright, you know what?
Welcome to Sonic Team. We make games, I think. What the fuck is a Sonic?
This would be a good test for copyright right now, actually.
No matter the cost, no matter the bloodshed, Sonic! Have you considered?
Yeah, I think that works. Oh, all right.
In the 90s, there was a plan to release a Sonic movie to coincide with the release of Sonic Extreme for Sega Saturn. This comes from digitaltrends.com. digitaltrends.com. Most people would expect a Sonic movie to revolve around Sonic, but that's only half the truth for Sonic the Hedgehog. Around Sonic, but that's only half the truth for Sonic the Hedgehog, Wonders of the World. Instead, Jeffrey's script mostly concerns a 12-year-old child of divorce named Josh Pinsky, who needs to finish his school paper.
Oh, I know what clip we can put in here. I'm gonna get that right now, so I'm gonna forget otherwise. Kira, American Akira.
Wow, great game, Yamagata. That was a sweet home run.
What can I say? Sports are my anti-drug.
No time to talk, guys. Evil scientists and wrinkly children in flying chairs are holding our friend Tetsuo captive and performing experiments on him. And the prom's tomorrow. Now we're gonna go and show those douchebags they can't mess with us, or my name isn't Kaneda. Washington, Sawyer, Finn, Bush, Cheney, Pamela, Anderson, Lee.
True dat, yo. True dat, y'all indeed, inevitable black gang member. We're with you, Kaneda. Now let's ride our bike safely under the speed limit straight there.
Are you ready, talking bike?
I was born ready, Kaneda.
Let's ride! And somehow, I had a feeling things were gonna turn out all right.
We've been on the run, driving in the sun, looking out for number one.
Yeah, that was great. Let's see here. Wait, this is going to be the whole clip. I bet you I have it already. No? Okay.
And Bush, Cheney, Pamela Anderson, Lee. They can't mess with us. Oh. And the prom's tomorrow.
Pinsky, who needs to finish his school paper on a speed barrier breaking test pilot named Sonic by the next morning, or else his parents will be called in. This sucks so hard.
I guess that clip won't fit anywhere. Oh well.
Pilot named Sonic by the next morning, or else you're breaking test. Named Josh Pinsky, who needs to finish his school paper on a speed barrier breaking test pilot named Sonic by the next morning, or else his parents will be called in. This sucks so hard. Josh's dad is a brilliant yet unemployed computer expert named Hal, who has invented an A. His parents will be called in.
The prom's tomorrow. I don't know if that sounds like it fits or not. I don't know if that'd be a good joke. Let's see.
Test pilot named Sonic by the next morning, or else his parents will be called in.
The prom's tomorrow. The prom's tomorrow.
Called in.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Why is this?
And the prom.
Why is it only on the left side?
And the prom.
This makes it louder. Where the fuck? Can we just convert this to stereo? Of course, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this clip or not.
Called in.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Oh. Can't put it in there now, but I want to at least fix the audio. Change, okay.
Hey, what is up? Again, this is only on here, clip attributes. Now you're gonna.
There it is, okay. Clip attributes. Stereo.
And the prom. And the prom's tomorrow.
Fixed it.
And the prom's tomorrow.
This. Alright. Parents will be called in. This sucks so hard. Josh's dad is a brilliant. This sucks so hard. Josh's dad is a brilliant yet unemployed computer expert named Hal, who has invented an AI computer capable of projecting holograms called the Extremely Radical Intelligence, or XRI. This movie was written in the 90s after all, and oh god. Let me guess, the dad is just too busy to hang out with his son, as all of our fathers were, you know. Most of our fathers didn't sit on the couch and watch football games. Going against his father's wishes, Josh asked the XRI to finish his paper, but the XRI doesn't recognize the name Sonic. Of all the words not to recognize. Instead of giving background info on the test pilot, Josh plugs in his Sega Saturn and starts playing Sonic Extreme! This caused...
There's gotta be like an extreme meme I could put in there or something. Nope. Yeah, Rocket Jump 2. Uncensored.
Guys, Cody and the gang are at the park playing football with Down Darius Jackson.
Every 90s commercial.
You're not going anywhere without your big game liquid slam.
Excellent!
Go long. This one's going downtown. Whoa!
Whoa! No, I got a full team. Yeah! Yeah!
Liquid slam!
Liquid slam!
Oh!
I love it. Immediately runs to the nearest living thing.
Come on!
Tough day, kids? Well, I've got just the thing. How about some big game pizza pigskin?
Awesome!
Yeah! Hungry, got me in a grapple. Big game pizza pigskin is my hunger.
The empty chair just kills me.
Touchdown, Mrs. D. Big game pizza pigskins for your taste buds a touchdown.
Sap your hunger with Big Game Pizza Pigskins. Pizza that tastes better on a football. Always use your flamethrower with adult supervision.
I like how he's just casually trying to hit it in the background.
Cool things happen when you start the day with Kellogg's Pop-Tarts. So cool, they're hot, so hot. The hot taste of real fruit filling inside, and cool frosting on the outside. Real hot, 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 hot.
How is this like a cringe commercial?
The
It's
cool
hardly
hot
anything.
part of this complete breakfast. So cool, they're hot, so hot.
Thank you.
Hi, Trish. Todd's working here.
Oh yes,
Remind
Duracell
me, can you
people.
make it all shift without Duracell batteries?
I made these special just for...
Guess not. The copper top tops them all. Hey, yo, check this out. What do you do when you're off on drugs?
Memories.
Drug free's the way to be.
Attention Pokemon fans, get ready for
so lame.
Pokemon Live at the Fox Theater. Now you can be there as all your favorite characters come to life in this on-stage musical adventure.
Glad I was way too old for this kind of thing to draw me in.
It's the only place to see a brand new Pokemon with amazing powers. You can meet Brock, Misty, Ash, and of course Pikachu as the action hits the stage at the Fox Theater. Wanna catch 'em all? Gotta catch it live.
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all...
I want to go to Pizza Hut now!
Get cool, labels on your stuff for school. Yo, 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 put a label on it. With the labels on.
You know what they say, label it or lose it. With the Casio label zone, you can label all your stuff in all kinds of fun ways.
Yo, put a
Yes.
label on it.
Excessive labels.
Available at Venture from Casio.
Keep buying more rolls.
What's not?
What's hot?
What's not?
What's hot?
Instant Quaker oatmeal. What's not? All these cold cereal.
Yeah, they really wanted to make oatmeal seem cool.
You are steaming strong, powered up.
Alright, well, I'm getting a nostalgic buzz here.
Living hot, playing hot. With this complete breakfast.
What's hot?
You shouldn't make noise on the bus. Yeah, if you didn't have rules, someone would get hurt. It's very cool to follow the rules.
The hell? I remember that too, but Jesus.
What'd you get? Here's
AIDS.
Rosie. What'd you get?
AIDS.
I got the big bold blimp. What'd you get? I don't
AIDS. Everyone gets AIDS.
The Kids' Choice Awards toys. One with every tasty Kids Club meal you buy. Only at Burger King.
Taste rules.
My machine!
We sure pulled the plug on this one.
Katie, lights out already?
Almost.
Check out the cheese in this new ranch dressing. New super cheese ranch dressing. What's it taste like, dude?
Is there a commercial I haven't seen? What the fuck?
And there's taco ranch dressing. Remind you of anything? Perfect piece. Almost any effort is well worth it.
Eggo waffles, the part of More Pops. My keys, they're locked in.
Crispy cluster.
You win. I want more. Part of this complete breakfast.
Then the taste and the shape of the honey come together. Can I get a hey for the honey sweet taste that you get when you punch it to the...
What's a good clip to use?
Game Gear.
Like, did I just say this was in the 90s?
And we promise no sleazy little get-ups that scream, "Hello, big boy."
Sega.
You'd be in a really bad mood.
Probably use that clip actually.
Oh, big boy.
Hey, where's the cream filling? Now that's the stuff. Post it.
Hi, Trish.
musical adventure called
Time.
I can't hear you. XP90. Pulse fire. Super Soaker XP90 Pulse fire.
chocolate.
Oh boy.
Milk? Introducing Jell-O Stir and Snack Pudding.
Chocolate.
A whole new way to snack.
Good.
Chocolate.
Don't worry, I'm making you a cup of the smooth stuff. Stir.
I need a snack. Jell-O pudding. My own cup of rich creaminess.
New Jell-O Stir and Snack. Now you can have pudding 1 cup at a time.
You got any vanilla?
I can do that.
If you can stir, you can snack.
Understand life. Read Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard, the owner's manual for the human mind. For only $5.95, it's a great investment in yourself.
Imagine a world where you could do anything and leave old, inefficient ways of doing business behind. With new ways to find and share information, AT&T can streamline the way you do business, so there's no limit to what you can do.
So many unintended ways this would not age well. Yeah, jump the Trade Center building.
When I joined Halliburton, I knew I was going to work on some big things.
Halliburton, oh
We put out
man.
a few fires at work.
Electronically, then you can use
That's a
UPS
shitty
online
commercial.
tracking software.
It's gotta be something I can use that just sums up extreme for the video. Alright, we'll put this in my commercial collection. So it's there, we don't forget it.
Is Sega Saturn and starts playing Sonic Extreme. This causes the XRI to transport Sonic into the real to recognize. XRI doesn't recognize the name Sonic. In the couch and watch football games. Oh god, let me guess. This movie was written in the 90s after all, and oh god. Written in the 90s after all. Oh god.
Just as well as that does.
My assistant.
Let's go. Hold on, where are you?
Just one hand.
Okay, I'm depressed. I just bought that caravan.
I understand. Here's someone who helped me when I was really depressed.
Therapist?
No, actually a Ford dealer. Come on, I'll help you with that scene.
The all-new Ford Freestar. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
That's Janeway doing a voiceover. Ha.
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive.
Yes, yes, fascist.
Do you know what the M in MTV stands for?
Next, live from New York, it's a match made in heaven when the 1994 MTV Video Music Awards meets Roseanne. Music's biggest stars all hoping to win.
Everybody wants it.
Tuck Arctic Cannon.
Man, that's actually pretty catchy. I like that.
Light show by Mother Nature. And ice by Molson. Molson Ice. The Molson Ice.
That's the commercial for beer.
Nice
to know that if you drive an Eagle Vision...
Happening new color.
McDonald's today. Just 39 cents more for more drink and...
Look at this thing. It's like an eclipse or something going on here. Wouldn't it be cool, like, if like...
Nice outfit. Hey, we didn't order any sausage with our pizza.
Sausage?
It's 11 p.m. Do you know what you're wearing tomorrow?
Help!
They're in your town.
Hell.
And they're in the right place.
Help! Can I help you?
Nissan presents the biggest...
Wait. Do you want? Come on to it.
Point killers.
I am primitive.
I am original. Different. I am good.
3D worlds. The end game is a shocking conclusion. Use your brain or lose your mind. Burn Cycle, the CD-ROM action-adventure game. On sale in software stores now.
For this movie, this one movie, and this guy is like, free!
Ladies.
Feel hot.
I have one more thing in mind I could probably pull.
No contest.
Dial for the value that feels.
Shake that body.
Fight more.
Baby, don't you see?
You the man. You know just how to handle new Bop It Extreme. Don't ya? See, now you gotta sweat 5 lightning-fast reflex testing commands. You can bop it, right? New Bop It Extreme. Batteries not included.
Nah, nothing beats that Taco Bell commercial right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to look for, Sega Saturn Showcase. Oh, please tell me I have it. I guess I don't. Well, I know what I'm downloading right now. It's too good. There it is.
You are approaching Saturn.
Oh no, they have something longer than this. Promo. Let's try the promo. See if we can get the whole thing. Is it just VHS? Is it just 8 minutes? I thought it was like 20 minutes or something. I guess not.
Wow. Sega Saturn, the most powerful, the most technologically advanced game system anywhere. Yeah.
This might work
Sega
for
Saturn
the
is the newest and most indulgent taste temptation from Sega, delivering crystal clear digital video and rich, creamy 3D graphics. And each unit is topped off with a delicious DSP chip dedicated to scrumptious CD quality sound.
Funny, because if they made more hype for it, they could have sold it better, probably.
This gourmet meal from Sega goes oh so well with
They
all
wanted
of
to
these yummy,
jump the gun and get it
mouth-watering
out there
titles.
first.
NHL All-Star Hockey. Clockwork Night. Daytona, USA. Worldwide Soccer.
Saturn! Go farther than you have ever gone before. Sega Saturn. Play your games in the 21st century and leave the rest of the world behind.
Thank you for your attention. Now it's time to explore your inner realm. Open your brain and look inside.
Are we ever going to get something this awesome to promote a new console? Nowadays, they would just have a fucking little press conference. Some guy in a suit would come out and be like, "Here's our new system. Here's what some of the game footage that's not really game footage looks like," and that'd be it. No production value outside of that. Well, maybe have some fireworks on the stage, you know.
Prepare to enter the theater of the eye.
Welcome to the theater of the eye.
Rods and cones report to the orbital side.
Whoa, man. Okay, I was getting a little nervous with those pointed hats.
How nice. We're trimming the toenails. What's that?
Oh, I get it, the rods and the cones for the eyes.
Optic nerve. This is the brain. What's going on down there?
The eardrum's going off! Go get help!
We're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown.
What else can go wrong?
Urgent synapse on line 2. It's the sphincter.
What is going on up there?
Sega Saturn.
Man, there's so many good clips.
Welcome to the theater of the eye. 500,000 polygons a second. 16 million colors.
Me.
Wreak some havoc in your head.
Oh!
Sega Saturn.
Welcome to the theater of the eye. Real sports.
Keep it down a little.
Real fast.
Optic nerve here. I am gonna need some help.
Real painful.
Sega
Saturn.
So you're suggesting that this game console will make me go blind?
Now you may return to the world as you know it.
Boring.
And remember, look for Sega Saturn. It's out there.
Sega Saturn, the benchmark of engineering excellence, combining three 32-bit RISC processors with 5 additional processors to create a head-snapping 500,000 polygons per second. Wow! Experience Sega Saturn's monster torque and parallel processing power.
It's how you play the game.
All with amazing new 3D experiences never before.
During the 21st century, humankind stands on the edge of the interactive age. You have come a long way. But are you ready for the future?
Introducing Sega Saturn. Aw, hit it. Sega's next-generation gaming platform, revolutionary sports and arcade gameplay, all with amazing new 3D experiences never before possible on home game systems. Wow.
Sega Saturn. It's how you play the game.
It's a minute in.
Come. The game, but no. Most powerful, the most.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
All of
Saturn!
incoming!
Go farther than you have ever gone before. Sega Saturn. Play your games in the 21st century and leave the rest of the world behind.
Open your brain and look inside. Prepare to enter.
Alright. That's all good. Why is this one taking so long? Whatever. After all, oh god, let me. In the 90s, after all. Oh god, let me guess. The dad is just too busy to hang out with his son, as all of our fathers were. You know, most of our fathers didn't sit on the couch and watch football games. Going against his father's wishes, Josh asked the XRI to finish Sonic, of all the words not to recognize. Instead of giving background info on the test pilot, Josh plugs in his Sega Saturn and starts playing Sonic Extreme. This causes the XRI to Sega Saturn, and Josh plugs in his Sega Saturn. Put the clip right there. And starts playing Sonic Extreme. This causes the XRI to transport Sonic into the real world alongside Dr. Robotnik with his goons. This Sonic, by the way, would have been fully CGI in a live-action setting in the 90s. Robotnik later recruits Hal to use the XRI for creating a virtual reality theme park The fact that everything in the park is free attracts the attention of many kids in town who are replaced with subservient Kinderbot replicas, while the real children are forced to dig under the city for the 1 in a million Chaos Emeralds, which for some reason exists in the real world. This is all part of Robotnik's plan to use the Chaos Emeralds to power. This is all part of Robotnik's plan to use the Chaos Emeralds powered XRI to holographically project the 8 wonders of the world and reap the benefit. What? This is all part of Robotnik's plan to use the and reap the benefit. What? The 8 wonders of the world and what? This is all part of Robotnik's plan to use the Chaos Emerald powered XRI to holographically project the 8 wonders of the world and reap the profits, hence the movie's title.
Profits for what?
To use the Chaos Emeralds powered XRI to holographically project all part of
How would he benefit from having holographic projections of the 8 wonders of the world?
This is all part of Robotnik's plan to use the Chaos Emerald powered XRI to holographically project the 8 wonders of the world and reap the profits, hence the movie's title. My guess is that he's not even going to travel to those 8 wonders of the world. The third act sees Josh and Sonic lure Robotnik back into the game world where he would be defeated. Josh returns to the real world while Sonic stays behind, believing he's the only one who can protect this world. Hell decides that the XRI is too dangerous to use again, but instead of destroying it, Josh simply stores it away somewhere. I guess a machine that powerful is destroying it. But instead of destroying it, Josh simply stores it away somewhere. I guess a machine that powerful is just easily packed up and stored in your closet. Probably to set up sequels should the first movie prove to be a hit. Jeffrey submitted his Sonic script in May 1995 to mostly positive feedback from both MGM and Sega. However, the latter's COO, Shinobu. However, the latter's.
What? You calling me?
Kratos-like figure screaming in your face about how awesome the Sega Saturn is.
This sounds as awesome as you get. Tell your parents, you bitch.
MGM and Sega. However, the latter's COO, Shinobu Toyota, thought that Jeffrey should replace Robotnik. Let me try that one again. Toyota. However, the latter... Yep. And Sega. However, the latter's COO, Shinobu Toyota, COO, Shinobu Toyota, thought that Jeffrey should replace Robotnik with a new villain that Sonic fans wouldn't be familiar with, while Risley fought to keep Robotnik in. While Risley fought to keep Robotnik in the film. Unfortunately, MGM broke ties with Sega before the movie could continue in development. Then there's Ben-Hur's attempt. Rest in peace, my man. Ben-Hur wanted to make a... Peace, my man. Alright, I think we cut the live action at that point. This movie was written in the 90s, after all. Oh, God. Let me guess. The dad... He-Man, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Beastmaster, Fat Albert, and that is what we almost got. Or some shit, resulting in everything. This would have been a nightmare realized. In 14. This would have been a nightmare fully realized. It checks all the shitty boxes. Stupid kid. This would have been a nightmare realized. It checks all the stupid shitty boxes. Run-of-the-mill coming of age story with a stupid kid. Refugee from TV land trope. Some kooky hijinks, probably, in the form of like slapstick and pop culture references. And let's not even imagine what the shoddy CGI of the 90s would have been back then at that point. Some things coming to mind: the Flintstones, or the Flintstones, or the monkeys from Jumanji, and replacing Robotnik. This would have been a nightmare realized, much less the shoddy 90s CGI. Oh, it's right there. movie could continue in development. This would have been a nightmare realized, much less the run-of-the-mill coming-of-age story with a stupid kid, refugee from TV land trope, some kooky hijinks in the form of like pop culture and pop references, and let's not even imagine what the shoddy CGI of the 90s would have been back then at that point. Some things coming to mind: the Flintstones or the monkeys from Jumanji. Things coming to mind: the Flintstones. Things coming to mind: the Flintstones or the monkeys from Jumanji.
Or how about I gotta put a new audio clip in there. Alright, well, we gotta wrap it up anyway, so I'll be on here tomorrow for sure. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Dalen and Heather. Hopefully the audience gets bigger with this video. We'll see. I got a whole lineup of like 4 videos already. At least the audio's done on 2 of them. Gotta start the process on the next 3 I got planned. And then we got this one as my big one. Should be done before Sonic Frontiers comes out, assuming nothing tragic happens. Should be good to go. Alright, well, good night.